I got stuff for you.
Holy moly. I need to get some snakes and release them around my house.
But they love eating people. They love eating kids.
These guys are the scientists of the supernatural, lecturers leaving lessons for inquiring laymen. They are applying the scientific method to a world that baffles science. They are the cryptids of the corn.
Every day that you open your mouth,
I know, right?
I'm more convinced that you're abducted by aliens.
No.
And it just stood up. I mean, it just like kept going and going. And she goes, what the?
These are idiots.
I was laughing reading this because I already knew how you would feel.
Idiot. What part of the story fits your balloon?
Well,
This isn't a UFO. But who else has big black wings and red eyes?
Batman.
Well, Mothman.
Oh yeah, Mothman.
Well, everyone, I think we know exactly what it is. So say it all with me. It was the sandhill crane.
Would you try it?
No.
You wouldn't eat it?
No.
Why?
Because they're probably toxic. There'd be a lot of poop in my pants. I've seen a 6-foot alligator go swinging through the air and slam into a tree. Oh, welcome back to Cryptids Going Podcast. I'm the great and powerful Mystery.
I'm J Clone 210.
Today we're going to talk about something really cool. It's another creepy, like a cryptid wiki thing. It's called the telepathic football.
Telepathic football?
Since, well, now when this comes out, it's a week and a half after the Super Bowl that I did not watch and do not care about.
Oh yeah, same.
And our town sacrificed the yearly football.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, that's just all the footballs are made right here in our hometown. All of the NFL footballs. That means the Super Bowl ones too.
Mm-hmm.
So all those conspiracy theories about them putting electromagnetics in the footballs.
We do that. We're the ones that install them.
Yes, we install them. I actually developed the glue that keeps them in there, the magnets in place. So yeah, and all the wiring that goes into each pig hide. You know, it's copper wires lined.
So if the name telepathic football, what does that make you think of?
I don't know. Well, for disclosure, none of that was true. We're being facetious.
You're being facetious.
Well, yeah, facetious. But what do I think a telepathic football is?
Yeah, so this is a cryptid wiki special. Because I can find, like, there's other information about this other places, but it's all like kind of the same 8 or 9 paragraphs regurgitated.
Well, to do my favorite thing, and that everyone, well, not everyone, but some people seem to comment on, I'm going to reference an 80s movie.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And I'm going to revert to Big Trouble in Little China, where there's like this floating...
That's like the only 80s movie you reference.
Oh, it's one of the good ones, because it's got a lot of cryptids in it. And it's got this creature in there that's like it's like a bulbous mass, like a brain, big brain, but it's got eyeballs all over it. It's got like 20 eyes, even eyes coming out of its mouth. It's basically like eyes for David Lopan, the evil sorcerer. It's like his floating security camera that's, but it's organic creature. So it's just floating around thing that's like the eyes, sight beyond sight creature. So that's what the floating football probably is. It's that thing.
I said a telepathic football. I didn't say anything about it floating.
Well, I think this thing telepathically casts the images back to Lopan. So it's something similar, That's my guess. Even though it's not even football shaped.
The telepathic football was a very bizarre cryptid reportedly sighted on January 12th of 2002 by Gene F. and Nelson C., residents of one of the parcels of the central area of Villa San Rafael in Calmala, Chile.
Okay.
And that's it.
So okay.
It all began when Gene noticed that his pet snake had escaped from its cage.
Okay.
His friend Nelson noticed it was gone, so they began looking for it outside among the rubble of the parcel. They recalled about a half an hour before, their 2 dogs strangely began to howl and cry and whine. They searched the area for the pet snake together when suddenly, about 30 meters from where they were standing, they saw what appeared to be a stray dog.
Okay.
They immediately picked up some rocks to throw at it to avoid it attacking them. So in Chile, we've talked about that in other episodes, there are a lot of like stray dogs that will just come up and bite you.
Oh, okay.
Because we talked about with like the Chile flying manta rays and stuff like that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Where they talked about these manta rays eating dogs because there's just so many stray dogs.
I do remember that.
Some areas.
Yeah.
So I don't think these are just kids like just throwing rocks at a dog that throw rocks at a dog.
Yeah.
I think they're like they may genuinely be like that dog may attack us.
Yeah, deterring it.
However, to their surprise, the animal stood up.
Okay.
Motionlessly and without fear. It did not get scared, nor did it run away as ordinary dogs normally would. Shortly afterwards, the strange animal began moving towards them. The movements it made as it walked were very, very strange. It used 2 legs at a time. It made very small and short leaps, almost like that of a rabbit. Suddenly, it stopped and stood up on 2 legs again. The teenagers shortly began to feel some kind of energy. They say it was like an electrical shock in our stomach.
That's not good.
They later walked again upright, making a loud dragging sound, making small leaps and moving on one of its legs. They thought it might have been a very hurt animal after they threw a rock at it. They noticed the weird shape of the animal, and he says it was like a rugby football with legs.
Okay, so those are bigger than a typical NFL football. Or most people are used to, like high school, even college footballs are smaller than NFL ones. Rugbies are like twice the size of NFL football.
Nelson was mesmerized as he stared at such a strange-looking animal. He remembers the detailed description of it. According to him, its head was that of a large dog, and it had a very, very flat nose, like that of a bulldog. So it's like it had a big squished face, but it was still large, just a big squished face.
Yeah, like a squonk. Uh-oh.
According to him, its head was that of a large dog with a squished face. Its eyes were slanted and very pale red in color, which could only be seen as the creature turned its head from side to side like small lizards do, like the twisting back and forth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Its ears were flat, round, and large, like that of a pig. Its arms were very short. It had elbows and hands with 3 weird fingers. It had hair over its body like that of a wild pig, so like coarse and tough. Its legs were like that of a goat. Its feet were 3-toed with membranes in between them like ducks, but somewhat shorter. So not fully webbed, but like partially webbed.
Yeah.
He does not recall seeing nails because the grass was covering the tips of its toes.
Okay.
On its curved back, they also seen the spinal section covered with an amount of thicker hair, like that of a mane. According to the teenagers, the thicker hair grew in small, separate sections or groups or down the spinal area and pointed backwards. So it had patches of like mane going down its spine. Most of its hair of the animal was gray, but the tail of it had a white tip. The tail appeared to be 3 times thicker than that of a dog's, but very short, only about 5 or 6 centimeters in length.
Okay.
So just a couple inches.
Yeah, that's pretty tiny.
That's it. So where the telepathic part comes in that energy, Nelson later claimed that he could hear in his voice, or in his head, a voice saying, "Don't stare, comma, just run away."
So but that wouldn't be the creature saying that to him. That's something else.
Another thing, these testimonies were taken separately from the teenagers, yet both accounts they were both accurate. So the teenagers, they either got their story very, very straight beforehand, or that it did happen, because they were both recorded separately.
And this voice just said, "Don't stare at it, Sabrina.
Don't stare, just run away.
Just eat it." I don't know.
I mean, it could be the creature. Like normally, its appearance, like Chile, like Venezuela, Chile. Like there's a lot of really cool alien / extraterrestrial interdimensional encounters.
Yeah, like the face rippers.
Well, I was even thinking of like the Virginia. It's not Virginia, like the state, but it's almost like that.
Okay. Alien
encounters and stuff like that. There's a lot of weird ones where it was leaking like black goo everywhere, making people sick.
Yummy.
But the government was hunting it, like E.T.
hunting it. They're trying to corral it back in to their cage that they had it in.
And it was begging people for help, like, please don't let him shoot me.
Yeah, don't let him take me back, please.
But yeah. So I mean, it kind of looks like several different things. It could be that's pretty much it to the story. There's not a lot to it, It was just kind of hopped around. But
so it's just rugby football shaped. That's where the football comes in.
Its main body, there is a little drawing of it. I don't have it here in front of me, but it's like main body was like that. Its back legs were like that of a goat, so arched like that.
Yeah.
Its front legs had more of like, I guess, paws.
Yeah.
Versus like a goat's back legs, or a little like short legs. It could walk on all fours, but when it did, its legs moved in two movements, almost like a gallop.
Like you said, a rabbit earlier.
Yeah. That's very reminiscent of a rabbit, but it could stand upright.
Like a rabbit.
Like rabbits, but it's fully upright on its legs.
Yeah.
Rabbits kind of sit up.
Yeah. They like sit on their
haunches.
Yeah.
This is standing all the way up on its hind legs.
Well, like the tall rabbits,
Like the tall rabbits. Those are called hares.
Oh, the hares. Yes, of course.
Hares look like the skinwalker version of a rabbit.
Ah, that's how you tell the difference.
They look all stretched out and like wrong.
Ah, fair.
They have crazy eyes.
Well, if it's just a big hare, like a big one.
Had short, round ears that pointed down. A lot of pig features. A lot of bulldog features.
Capybara features.
Yeah. Now, kind of no, but yes.
Well, they got the web feet. They got the...
Yes.
Oh, no. Am I ruining things?
No, you're getting it, but I'm glad you're picking up on it. That's one of the things that people say this could have been is a capybara.
Yeah.
These people would have known what a capybara
I was going to say that. Yeah, they should know.
But big flat head.
Unless it's just like a...
Now...
one with mange.
That's what I have written.
That happens? Capybaras can get mange?
Any fur-bearing mammal can get mange.
Oh,
mange
okay.
is an insect infestation.
Oh, okay.
Mite infestation, so an arachnid infestation.
Okay, yeah, but they're not bugs.
They're not bugs. So yeah, mange is caused by that skin irritation. Most of the time, like animals are ripping out their own hair because they're scratching so much.
So yeah.
So that can lead to these really patchy, weird looks.
I just tell people I have mange.
So that's one of the things it could have been. You got it. Where capybaras do have their back legs are different than their front legs.
Yeah.
They have more like little paws, like not quite like a raccoon, but in the front.
Yeah.
They have like little hands.
And they're like webbed, aren't they?
They have partially webbed. They have big blocky heads. They have this body. So that is one of the things that I had, that it was a capybara with mange.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a normal capybara. Because they would have known what that was.
Right. They should have at least.
I don't even think there's many capybaras in Chile. There's also not a serval, not a civet. Those are cats. A cavy, which is like a mini capybara.
Huh.
They're not small, but they're pets a lot of the times.
Well, I'm trying to think. Capybara, though, are bigger than rugby footballs, though. At least the one I see at the zoo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it was that littler version. And maybe it was just funky enough looking. What if it was... Well, again... No, they probably can't, like, crossbreed, can they?
What?
Capybaras and then those smaller...
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So capybaras are generally absent from Chile.
Okay.
But there are a couple parts of the range that do dip into the country.
Well, maybe
That's
it is.
they're on the other side of the mountain range.
What if it was a one that they'd never seen before?
So there could be that. A cavy. I was liking cavies too, which they're just more land-based miniature capybaras.
Okay.
They look more like a rabbit capybara baby.
Well, with the posture and the standing on the back legs, it's...
Another one is
sense.
a very sick monkey. So like howler monkeys could have this kind of appearance, except the short tail.
Yeah.
But if it was an injured animal or a trafficked animal that was like literally had been even like used for fights or baits or whatever, I could see that standing up.
Well, it could be something paranormal too that's just appearing odd. It's trying to take shape of something, and you just know it's like, something about that don't look right.
The newspaper said it was probably a bulldog with genetic deformities.
Well, that's quite the stretch there.
That's
too.
their sandhill crane.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm wondering though, the voice. That's the part. Is that his own subconscious? Maybe it is like something animal like that's just off. Some weird, I don't know, something manifesting itself as an animal that's trying, and your brain's just seeing what it is and it's not making quite much sense. And your brain's just like, run, just get out of here. Just don't deal with this. I mean, that could be it.
Mm-hmm. That could be. It really could be. I also could just be an undiscovered animal. I mean, South America has a plethora of those, and this would be the right size. So around, I'm going to guess 20 pounds.
Well, didn't we just talk about the rainforest and how big it is?
So yeah, the Amazon barely touches Chile.
Yeah, but still.
But yeah, keep in mind Chile is mostly on the other side of the Andes.
Right, it's on the west side. It's that long sliver strip country.
So the Andes are a big
mountain range, right?
Yeah, huge. But they're a big separating factor for species. Because it's very tall and very cold. So a lot of Amazonian animals can't cross.
But I guess, if one did and people aren't used to those animals.
It could be trafficked. It's 2002, right?
Oh, trafficked animals too, yeah.
Coming over from the Amazon basin across the mountains and, coming in. There are roads that go through. There are people that live all through the Andes. They're not all like snow covered. There's plenty of like volcanic flat tops and stuff like that. It's very harsh environment though.
Doesn't the Inca Trail run through there too?
I'm sure it's some part of it.
It's bigger. The Inca Trail
is a continent long mountain range.
It's huge. And the Inca Trail is longer than the Great Wall of China. It's a fun fact.
But yeah, so could be that an animal that they're just not familiar with, whether it's a howler monkey, anything like that, or just an undiscovered animal that wandered out of even the Andes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a part of the world, especially that is that is abundant with undiscovered species.
A lot of undocumented.
We just had
friends
a buddy
out there
that found probably a new species of boa. This a couple years ago, but in Mexico, in the northern part.
Didn't your brother have like a picture of?
That's a different thing.
That was something different. Okay,
that's in Georgia.
That was in Georgia. Okay,
that was a rare subspecies of rattlesnake.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, it's rare snakes. It's popping up.
But it was just on their. It was our buddy. It was on their like ladder to get to one of the houses. Just this boa, and they're like, "Is that a Colombian red tail?" And it wasn't quite. And so there was already a scientist kind of working on classifying it.
Yeah,
and they got a hold of them. So there are. I mean, you could just run into new things.
Oh yeah, which is wild.
So if there's anywhere, that's what I could see. It does kind of have capybara, cavi, guinea pig kind of features. Where this, big flat head, that nose right against the face.
Yeah, like a pug, bulldog.
Yeah. Neither
newspaper
cavies
said.
can stand upright. Like they'll like all the way spy hop.
Okay, like prairie dogs.
Like prairie dogs.
But that's what this is.
I'm not sure if there's any prairie dogs down in Chile.
But if one did, it might have just found a nice little hut that someone was, sneaking in, getting all of its food, and it got a little rotund. It's a fat little football prairie dog.
The drawing of it's like literally a wrinkled, ugly pig monster that's standing upright.
Oh gosh, pig man
bear pig.
Healthier.
But you already got it. One of the things I had is just the South American squonk was seen.
Yeah,
it does. The depiction of it does look like the squonk.
Yeah. An ugly cry pig.
It does. It looks like somebody stood it up, like the squonk up. Keep in mind, this is 2002 when the story came out, well before the squonk had a high popularity.
I was going to say, yeah.
It was known, obviously, because it was in Fearsome Folklore in like 1909.
Shoot, yeah, and Genesis wrote a song about it in like 1977.
But before like some kids in Chile, like modern day, yeah, because it's got like a cult following and, it's internet famous.
Yeah.
But this is 2002, well before that phenomena had really popped off.
Yeah.
So, not saying that it's impossible for two kids in Chile to know what a squonk was, but it is kind of eerily similar to some of the early like squonk drawings.
Yeah.
And this thing.
What if it just took that long for the squonk information to make its way down there? You know what I mean?
It could be. I'm just saying that it does look like a squonk standing up.
Yeah.
But so it's whatever a squonk is. It could be that thing.
Yeah.
The South American cry pig.
Maybe, but the game of telephone.
That's why it was saying, don't look, just run away. Or don't stare, just run away, because it felt bad about how it looks. And it's just like, just leave like everybody else.
Yeah, just don't stare.
Just leave.
Run away.
Everybody else just leaves me.
What they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of self-hatred.
I can see that. Self-loathing.
Yeah,
Yes.
the short stubby tail like the squonk. But no, they're interdimensional, extraterrestrial kind of things too. South America has a rich history with both kind of things.
Because you can't rule that stuff out, because guess what? That stuff does happen regardless of what side of the fence you fall on when it comes in regards to some of these creatures and monsters and folklore, tales. Sometimes it is weird stuff out in the woods that can do weird things. It just happens. we're not here to say that that's right or wrong, but people have seen it. People have had those accounts, and what are you going to do? Call them all crazy? That they're all wrong? That every single one of them didn't see what their eyes saw?
Yes.
Huh. Well, sometimes there's just weird stuff like that, and it overlaps with other weird stuff. So why rule it out? Why automatically consider it not real because you just don't believe in that stuff? Even though, countless people have seen it and witnessed it. So it's not us. It's not our job to tell you this is right and this is wrong. This is real and this is fake. We take the accounts for how people present them. And
there's not a ton.
And we'll give you a real option or a real take on it. But sometimes that just doesn't fit in that box. Sometimes it's beyond weird. It's beyond natural. Sometimes people do witness things disappearing. Sometimes they witness invisible forces flying by them. It happens. So, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is what people think it is. But regardless, the phenomena is still happening.
Phenomena.
So we're not here to discredit any account or experience based on a phenomena we believe or that someone might believe is impossible to exist. Because there's just, as doing this show, it kind of reinforced my thoughts that, hey, maybe we were lied to about a lot of stuff. Maybe the world doesn't work exactly how we were taught it works. And maybe there is some weird phenomena that how naturally the world runs and how naturally the world works. So it just doesn't fit in our box in which way we were taught. So I'm not going to discredit that stuff. I'm going to add it to the formula, and we're going to find the truth at the end of all this.
You should discredit it.
Well, maybe if I was in some educational setting constantly, where, I'm an educator. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm just a bowling alley mechanic and a bartender, and I talk to people and I listen.
And it shows.
And that's all I am.
No, so like I said, I like doing these on Wednesdays because there's just not a lot about this, but it's a cool story. But I mean, this is it. Like, if you follow the links and you go, like, it's on, I'm reading right from the Cryptid wiki. But if you go and follow the links that they got this from and stuff, it's the same, like, 8 paragraphs that are just everywhere.
Right.
There wasn't a newspaper article back in 2002. So there's at least that, but that doesn't mean a ton.
Right.
But it's not just like a creepypasta that was made up for the internet.
Like on a forum and what are those? On the 4chan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's another forum site?
Reddit.
Well, Reddit, yeah, true.
Reddit's probably the one right now.
Yeah, that's the big one. I used to be on 4chan a lot.
I don't even think, is 4chan still alive?
I have no idea. There was a board called Random, and it was just wild and weird. And every now and then, I'd get some of mine to go off where it would just become a long chain of weird, funny stuff. And that's what it was. It was when I was on there. It was just weird, funny stuff. But you just have to randomly catch it at the right time. That's what made it great. But yeah, that was that. That was my experience back then, like 15 years ago, maybe. Good times. No telepathic footballs on there that I can recall, though.
None?
Not on 4chan.
No, it's so, I just really don't know. It's a weird one.
Well, I was a bit off on my Big Trouble in Little China, I guess.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't a floating brain with eyes that telepathically talked to its sorcerer, owner, ruler.
And I just remembered, I already have a Wednesday for this week.
Okay.
Recorded.
Oh, nice.
So I was just going to, maybe I'll just roll this into Patreon. We want to just keep going?
We could do Patreon, or this could be next week's Wednesday.
Either or. I don't care. You just got to tell me.
I think we'll do next week's Wednesday.
All right.
I think this was an insightful little fun little story.
And like I said, there's just not a lot to it, but I don't like not doing these ones either.
Well, yeah, you can't leave out the little guys.
But I can't make an hour out of it.
No, we got to shine a light on the little ones every now and then.
We're struggling to get to a half hour.
But, well, in the meantime, don't forget, flavorsforce.com/corn. Get you some garlic powder. It's delicious. It's awesome. And I'm telling you, once you try it, you'll become a believer. I just flavorsforce.com/corn. Trust me, if you haven't tried the garlic powder yet, try the garlic powder. It has Bigfoot on the label. It doesn't get any better, and it's a good product. I'm telling you, it's good. I can't, I guess, stress it enough. It's good. It's awesome. And I actually just cooked with it the other day. I made soup. I made a big chicken and, basically like a loaded baked potato soup with chicken in it. And a lot of flavors of the forest. Lion's mane flavor was the main one I used. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, and then beyond Flavors of the Forest, don't forget to follow up, check the links below for the Arkansas Cryptid Fest. We'll be speaking at that. We'll also be speaking at the Indiana Bigfoot Conference show. I can't remember the names.
Indiana Bigfoot Conference.
Hey, I got it. The Indiana Bigfoot Conference. That'll be at the end of September, so stay tuned for that. Look for the links in the information and on our site and on our Facebook page, and follow all that fun stuff. We'll be doing a live show. The Arkansas Cryptid Fest is June 6th this summer, 2026, at Old Bart's down in North Little Rock, Arkansas. The following weekend, June 13th, we'll be doing our live show with the Bizarre Cornfield with at the Inn in Ada, Ohio, June 13th. Be a mashup live show with yours truly, Cryptids of the Corn, and is it Bizarre Encounters?
Believing in the Bizarre.
Believing in the Bizarre. I just screw them all up. No, those guys are great. They were at the Jamboree last year, and we had enjoyable talks with them, but we just actually had an enjoyable talk with them just recently too, setting up the show and getting everything buttoned down. So we're really excited to see you guys there. For that show in particular, check the links below, because we do have limited VIP tickets available where you'll get yourself a nice poster that comes.
I think as recording this, there's only 5 of the VIP left.
So they're dwindling down. And so we'll sign that poster for you, and
custom poster.
Yeah, it'll be custom for the event. So I'm pretty excited about that. And don't forget to check out the Backwoods Boogeymen podcast. Yeah, the new, soon to be a newest member of the Cryptids of the Corn Network.
I don't think he's agreed to that, but
he's about to be. He's gonna have to.
All right, I've been the Great and Powerful Mystery,
and I've been JClone210.
We'll catch you next week, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to Cryptids of the Corn podcast. Remember, the best way to support the show is share it with a friend. But if you are craving more of the J clones
and more from Mr. E,
there's always extra content on Patreon
and our paid member space on cryptidsofthecorn.com.
We'll catch you next time with more exciting, fun, and informative information. Bye.